Hi, welcome to the Neurocenter Test Lab, where Brandon and I, Randy, will be testing out something really cool and new today. So what we're doing today is we're actually going to test an expansion community deck. Now this is a deck we've had for a while, meaning we've been toying around with it, but our next iteration is to make some new cards, essentially for a community expansion. We're calling it right now the Novus expansion pack, which is the city in which all this is taking place in. It is a test. This is our test lab, so understand that we're streaming like this just for those that are really diehards and want to kind of see how we test things. And so what we've done is a lot of hand-drawn testing cards. So we have a deck of 120 cards that we have used existing decks. We've made, all of our stuff is done in spreadsheets and we have everything outlined. But what we try to do is create a test deck, go through some iterations, make adjustments, and then we'll get a printed deck. It's particularly as we get new characters done. So without further ado, shall we show them? Yes? No?
Yeah.
Brandon has a lot to say. All right. So
you're saying everything for me.
yeah,
so
that's true. I'm good. I'm good like that. I can talk. All right. So in this corner, you see our new card cam. This is just an example of a card we've done. So you see what you'll see on the board. So as you'll see, the value we've had to put a sticker over, and this is a 14. Sometimes we'll add the draw or the F icon on other occasions, and I'll show you in a minute what else we've done. And then there's going to be movements. The colors are, this one's gray, blue, and green, for example, and you'll see the problem is the ones that we've kind of cleared out the center is because you can't see the number underneath it. Here's just another example of a card. In this case, you see this card has the draw icon still, so we leave that uncovered. In other cases, we will cover them with a white square so that it means nothing's actually there. The most difficult challenge for us is the loyalist, allies, and recruits. So everything is kind of built around that. We don't actually try to cover that part up. So we've tried to reuse the cards that we can for the certain colors. So some cases, as you see in this card, we've actually put a sticker over it with a different character because we've used the Night Watchman twice. We have not put the new names on because we don't want to tell everyone what the new names are going to be. So let's go ahead and just give it a quick shuffle, and we're going to start by testing this is basically we're going to run Cloud Echo versus AlphaGuard. We can tell you that we have run one test game, which we can put out as a video later, which was our very first ever test of these community movements, and the results were pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't tell them what they were. That way they'll have to watch it later to find
out.
out. So we'll just cut these up a little bit. So it's a Cloud Echo, AlphaGuard. We're using our main factions, not our test factions, so that we can be focused in on this. One other side note is part of this deck expansion isn't just going to be community cards. We are experimenting. It's not in this deck, but the next time we test live, we'll show you. We're experimenting with event cards that can happen and shake up the game, but not yet. We're going to focus on the movements today and the new factions, so without further ado, let's do this.
All right. I don't know if I can beat that.
A 1, it ain't going to cut it. One other thing, just to show you on that card, you'll see that the value on this card, oh, it's gone. The card went away. Okay, the value on this card is a 9, and in this case we did not cover it because the actual 9 is still the value. Okay, you're up, my friend.
Well, let's see what I have. Okay.
There's my hand.
Oh, okay.
As you'll see on the board, this is really insane. So you get to see for the first time a -7 card on the board,
Yeah.
a -4, and a -1. There are a few significantly more increased valued cards, and there's also a few more negative cards in the deck, and a few more allies in the deck that go directly to allies. As you see right here, there's 4 right away. But look at the movements, +3, +2, +2. This is +2, +2, +1, and this is a +4, +1. And so all have very valuable movements. In the case of this, these are the only 2 factions. The F represents a faction, and the faction symbol still does. And this one, I think, is not covered, right?
I think it's a faction and a
Yeah,
draw.
it's a faction and a draw. Okay.
So, with that in mind, I guess I'll go first, and I'll just take this 8,
Okay.
and I'll give you the 7, -7, and the -1, and there's no blues. So, no draws. This one, yeah, maybe. Okay. So, I think I'm gonna start it off with special delivery. And okay, so does this move automatically to allies when landing in this row currently in the row are affected? So move that.
Well, that's a nice draw.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So while I'm doing that, I'll take a look at this. You know what? We forgot to tell people on Discord, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should.
Wouldn't that be a smart idea?
That would be.
All right. Let's see. We're live streaming. What are we live streaming?
Neurocenter.
A Neurocenter Center Test Lab of the Community Expansion cards. All right, there we go. Now, he gave me 2 really horrible cards. That doesn't help me too much. Let's see, there's a faction with some movements. It's not the worst faction I've ever seen.
Except all it moves is that.
That's true, it's not good. This one's not
So,
bad.
yeah, you can give me the -1, take the 3.
Yeah, but I could also take, well, that's the only faction card. So yeah, I think this is the best play. So I'm going to take that to my allies. We're going to move up this 3. And at least I scoot over that -1, get some of that. That -7 can be a pretty nasty card. That's a draw. And an end of turn. And we got a new faction out here, another -1.
Okay.
So a lot of negative cards coming out to start. Kind of showing off the how this deck is designed. The movements are very balanced. We have, like all others, there's a very nice count of how many Law Enforcer plus and minus movements there are across the whole deck. And everything's very balanced. It's just very different than the last deck we had. So what are you going to do?
Well, I guess I'll just get this -4 off the board. And I'll take the 8 and the 5.
Okay.
No grays, no draws. All right. Well, there's not much to be done here.
Not much at all.
No. Which is, unfortunately, I guess I'll just use Criterion. Swap 2 cards anywhere on the board with 2 afterlife cards of my choice. There's only 2, so I'll swap the -1, the 9,
Minus
and
-7.
3 for the 1 now.
That's a shame.
Okay, so in return.
Well, that card's not good either. I'll just take this because I'm bored. There's really nothing else to do.
Yep.
It's a net negative. Let's see if there's anything worthy of taking. Let's see. That's really bad. Let's just go. What's up? There's no factions on the board. Well, I think now might be a good time to try the Shifter Ion.
All right.
So Shifter Ion
Gotta protect that for the whole game.
is this. So Shifter Ion is going to allow me to do a triple card value. And I'm going to flip over 2 cards, which we'll do right now, which is a 1 and a 7.
Okay.
I'll take the 7.
Yep.
And so that makes that card worth 21. And this card I kill. And end of turn. So I also took 2 factions off the board in that play too, which made it so you do not have a faction.
Well.
Yes. Well, the 7's there.
Yeah. Probably do.
And the 7 and the
I guess-
2.
Yeah, I'll just take this 3.
Okay.
Move the 7.
Okay. -1 purple.
Which just moves this back.
Yep.
No grays.
One draw.
Yep. And
End
end
of
of turn.
turn. There's a faction.
You got one.
It's a decent faction. But 21 points is 21 points. So we'll go ahead and we'll take this. We will bank my 21 points. I will take out your 5, and there is no red, and end of turn draw.
All right. Well, yeah, 2 of a kind here.
Josh, do you mind telling the sir that his faction deck, if he just logs in and out, it should be there because it said the transaction went through and it should be unlocked. He might just have a delay and needed to log in and out. And let us know how that goes.
All right. So
see, real time.
And I guess I'll move my 9 up. And yep, no draws. End of turn. There you go.
Oof, that's a
You're
nice
lucky
one.
I just moved the 7.
Wow, it's actually fantastic. -2,
minus
-1, so I do have to give you that, but that is well worth it.
Yeah.
There is a faction and no draw. So, oh, looky. I will play this cookie. We'll do Winston.
Okay.
And, ooh, I don't want that. I'll play that. Winston. On there. And I will place this 9 in that row.
All right.
All right.
The sun just came out.
End of turn. Ooh, end of turn. So Winston, by the way, we didn't share it, but Winston is, we're playing a lot of lasting effects and card effects. Winston is going to allow me to place any purple card in this row goes directly to my allies.
Is it now round 5?
It is now round 5, sorry.
Okay. Okay, so
It's very interesting. We've been saying it over and over again. That's a loyalist.
right.
That's what we've been saying over and over
Yep,
again.
that's what we've been saying.
It's a loyalist. No, the card imagery is what's really difficult for me personally, is because I know what this is a 7 and I know this is an 11 normally.
And give you this. Okay.
Well, that took everything off the board. We don't even here. We should keep our discards here until you play like a refaction.
All right.
That way, there's something in that window.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't want to close it because I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as we've had one, I've just special delivery Winston and triple card value Mr. Shifter Ion. So,
Mr. Ion.
Mr. Ion, how are you doing, Mr. Ion?
I think we'll just go with Mousetrap.
And now we have another one. So
Yep.
we don't even have Mousetrap
Oh, that's
Gray.
funny. I got 2 gray.
He has a special delivery.
So if I don't get them, no one gets them.
That's right.
All right. So we have
3.
3
We've got some new numbers. We do.
and a -2 with 2 draws.
-4 is bad. Look at that. I can't give you that 13. That's horrible. The green, the black, and the... Yikes. These are not good.
Two's pretty.
This is not bad. What,
Yeah.
that 2? I was thinking with the
Yeah,
2
this one's
draws,
pretty good, but
I can then bank the 9.
and you can take your 7 back.
Yeah, that's what I'm not going to do. So I'm definitely think this is a good play because I can bank that and I can take another 9.
Okay.
It's still 2 draws.
That's 3.
3
Because
draws.
at 9.
Look at all these oranges. I wish I had them last game.
Yeah.
The -2 again. So you'll notice -2, -2. So we actually have 3
Three.
-2s in the entertainers for this deck, which is very interesting.
All right, and then end of turn.
End of turn, yes, one more. And
Ooh,
there
the
is the
16.
16. Not the greatest 16 of all time. That's -5, -3, and -1 isn't the prettiest card
I
you've
could
ever
have
seen.
worked with the orange entertainer movements, but that -3 sevens.
Well, the thing is, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. You'd still,
And then I just moved
yeah.
the 8 back. I could do that, but then sending
You-
you a 7
that's
to your
a bank.
allies.
I don't know.
Ooh.
It's a tough one. Tough one. You can just send me all the oranges.
What is? That's black. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Take the 7. Move out the 3 or up the 3. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. Okay, so there's no greens. I'll move this up and take 7. That's one draw. Look at gray. And yep.
Man.
Okay, so
It's crazy.
I think we'll go with kill in advance if you want to throw that in the window.
You got it?
Kill the 9,
Okay.
and you can have your 7 back. In a turn.
Maybe I should give you
Give it
the 7.
Actually, you should put it in a
Nah,
neutral area.
I'll take this because I can get rid of this one.
Yep.
1, 2, 3,
4, 5.
4, 5, which is more valuable even though I have to give you this. For me, it was a little bit better than.
So that's 4 draws.
Yep. 4 draws. That's a lot.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. Look, Winston's got movements. All right, I'm gonna go with Peaceful Machina, or Machina, whatever you want to
Whatever.
say. Give me the extra move because of Winston, and I will take the 9 and the 11.
Okay, so that's 1 draw.
End of turn. Okay,
And you want to put everyone's friendly robot up there.
that's what I just played.
All right, so 4, take the 12.
12's pretty nice.
Don't want to play anything.
Yeah, I mean, there's some interesting plays. There's 1 faction card. It's a -1
Alright.
black and only a -1 black.
Yeah, I'll take the illusionist here. I'll move this +2, and I'll move the 9
Oh.
back out. 1 draw.
Oof.
And end of turn.
Look at that one. What does that do for me? It's actually not that bad. You already have the 12. That's a 10 to allies. Oof. I do it.
Okay. And then I'll take the 1.
Yep. The 1 is yours. And there is a draw. And any more draws? Draw.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay. End of turn. Ooh, hello. Oh, look, I forgot to color the green in on that one.
I think we still get it though.
We do.
Let's see. There's 2 factions.
Yeah, so it's just really interesting. Training my brain for this, not as easy. We need another little line here. On that
Yeah.
one. I mean, it's not fun cutting and prepping these cards like this.
It's not your arts and craft class.
It isn't. It felt like it. I mean, obviously. All right.
Yeah, I'll just go with this guy again.
Okay.
So +1 brown. Take this 9 and -1 black. We'll move the 3.
Okay.
That's 2 draws.
So far, it just doesn't seem like my side is as good as your side.
Although
know.
if you can get this purple to me, right here for Winston. that'd be
I know.
good.
Well, I've been trying to all
Well,
game. There's
if you
been
take
1
that,
purple.
but then I just have it. So
Well, there's no greens either, which is insane.
yeah.
Actually, that's not a bad play.
All right. So
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to Loyal Gentleman. If you want to throw him up on the cam.
Okay, 2 recruits.
Take these 2
Mhm.
to here, and then you get, what was that? 1 card from the neutral area. So you want to take the 11.
To my recruits, I'll take this 10.
Alright.
Draws a card.
Yep, gives you draw.
And
And
return. Damnation. I really wanted something else. Okay. That goes there. Now that you've taken it, I'll just bank that and give you this. That way I don't have to give you more points.
Okay.
One more draw. Yeah, right now, it's not looking too hot for me. But we'll go ahead and kill 2 neutral area cards. We'll kill this 9. And we'll kill this 8. I think, yeah. And then 2 random to my recruits. Artificial Mortality is being played.
Alright. Couldn't let me have the 8 then, huh?
You can have that 8. No problem. And then place in recruits. And I guess I'll have to place them both in my recruits since they're positive. Alright, end of turn. There you go.
Alright. So,
Last round. And
Do I
right
have
now I am
anything
definitely
to
losing after you
play?
stole those cards. Definitely. And God, when I have this,
oh,
when I have that, look at this. Look how beautiful that hand is. Okay?
I started the game with, and I still have 3
Thi-
action
this-
cards. So.
This is the worst cards for testing at the end of a game when every row is filled except for 1. I don't have, and they're useless on that row.
Do you have Finding Faith?
Mm-mm. I do not.
Alright, so,
I just gotta hope that another faction card is there because I am not gonna perform well on this game. The last game I did, but that Loyal Gentleman was not a good thing for me. I do have that though, I guess. So that's something. Just
alright, so take this, which is then gonna move here. Take the 11. This is the only gray
Yep.
on the board.
And a purple.
And take the 8 for a draw. Give you that.
A draw and a
End of turn.
end of turn.
There you go.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Not the best one. Because I still have to give you 5 for that. But -1 orange.
No,
Yeah.
you don't have.
Oh, this is a perfect card for me. -7 to there. Thank you.
You
I
can
have
lose
to do that, and I don't have a purple unless I lose
Well,
the 9
Yeah, losing, it's worth
I'd
it
rather
to
do
take
that
the 8. Yeah.
to my allies. And
-1
then
orange, -2. Maybe
bank the
2.
other one.
Okay.
Just to get out of that row in case I have something for that row. Oh, okay. Why not? That's the only thing I got. We're
Alright.
gonna play Reconfiguration, which is kill one of your own recruits. So I kill this 1. Okay. Draw 1 random afterlife card, place in Loyalist. Place Reconfiguration behind the drawn card and double. Of course, it says effect cannot be removed even if the card is killed. So I hope I get either a negative card and can double that for you, or I get a big card for me. Let's see what happens. And the answer is, I'll take it. It's 8 points,
Right.
but it's actually worth more than that because I killed the 1, right? So that's 16, 15 points.
Yeah.
So for 15-point card, okay.
Too bad you don't place it in your recruits.
Oh man, I'm very lucky that it's Loyalist. And then I played Doth Matrix. Let's do the end of turn.
Yep.
Doth Matrix allows me to play any card I played previously that was Serenity, and I think there is at least this one. Yep, that's the only one I got, but I got one. So I'm going to play again Peaceful Machina and play it twice. So I just take the maximum points out. I can take, the
Move it
5
back
here
and take
plus
it.
1.
And then,
And the 11 out is probably the best.
oh yeah.
And 11 out. So that was nice because that was 21 points for an
Yeah.
action. Not the best, but you know, maybe enough to make this a close game now. That's it.
Alright, well, let's count 'em up.
Let's see how that testing worked out. Mousetrap. Didn't do you much good.
It was a nice.
Oh wait, I forgot. Double value.
Yep. So getting another 8. It's Winston.
There's 8.
Okay.
And I have another triple value card as well.
Look at all these negatives.
So,
Funny,
let's
this game I
see.
have a lot of the negatives.
These are the middle cards. And then I have a 777, so I need 14 more points there. So we've got 9 and are these middle cards?
Yeah, those are the because that was under special delivery
it.
in Winston.
I'll take the 9 and the 5 for 14 points.
All right.
And get rid of the triple value. And now we'll see what happened.
Time to add them up.
Well, here we go. So, for those checking in and checking out, you know, we've been testing a while. You'll see some strange numbers and some strange movements on these cards. So we've got a 10. We've got a 19, 23, 27, 38, 48. Do I have a 2 in here for a rounded 50? I do have a -1 and a 3. That's 50 points. That's a 16 card, which is, I think, is 16 the highest or 17?
16.
16 is the highest in this new deck. So 16 plus 4, 20, 27, 36, 41, 50, 100, 126, 135, 142. So 142 to
112.
woo!
Ooh.
Man, that was good.
Oh, yeah.
Your negatives
Yeah. I had
got
8
you.
negative points there.
So that's 16 points there, right? Overall, you lost 8, and you had to take out 8.
Yeah. Technically, yeah.
So there we go. So we're gonna go one more. We're gonna throw one more out here. Nah, we couldn't stream one more, could we? Or should we?
We could, or we could.
Well, let's see. There's one viewer left for 27 minutes. Who is the one viewer? That's the question. Depends on who that person is. Now, we typically have people come in and out and watch. When we do long testing streams, the idea is those that are really interested in all the different movements and all the different mechanisms that we're creating. It's a completely different. What do you have, good cards?
Well, my next 2 was a great combo of Silent Wave and Life Dealer.
I had good ones coming up too. I just had some really bad ones.
Yeah.
Hey, Rick, what's up, my friend?
My guess is that Rick is the newest member to the community in Discord.
Oh, I think he is. In fact,
Yeah.
Rick, since you're listening, did you all go well with the factions?
Yep. Looks like we got it
All right.
taken care of.
Well, since CU Frisbee and Rick dropped in,
He's loaded for the drive home. So.
all right. Well, he's loaded. So you want to CU Frisbee? Should we do one more real quick one so you can hear about the community stuff, or should we stop the stream now? Because we've got about enough time for one more. Awesome. Good, Rick. That's great news.
Yeah.
I figured it would be.
He actually did have. You can answer a question directly
Oh, I can?
from
Good.
Discord.
Let's do it.
So,
Alright.
I'm assuming Rick is Sir or
Sir. Kurt or
or-
sir, depending on how you want to pronounce it.
And they asked, is there a document somewhere that explains the whole DNA credits cache thing? Also, is everything random or are there pre-constructed decks fixed? Need a newbie document beyond just gameplay.
We do have a lot of information in regards to that, but it just depends on, I mean, we're trying to keep it simplified for most people, but the idea is that all of the DNA and credits and all of this stuff is really balanced. So the way that it works is that credits, and if you do all the math, everything is kind of outlined and created so that credits can be earned, and that you earn those credits. You're going to be able to unlock community characters going forward. You're also going to be able to unlock unlockables in the game. DNA is used for the faction cards, as well as extracting from faction cards. And yeah, we can probably, we'll look at trying to provide something more, detailed inside there. inside Discord, inside a link. The thing is, inside of the game, we just try to minimize stuff simply because of just clutter and confusion. But I can tell you this, from a standpoint of packs, it's not just random. We do have really high drop rates. So for example, you have a 99% chance of getting an action card. You have I think it's like 70 or 75% chance of getting at least one neutral card. And then it's like 20% chance, between 20 and 24 in that range, to get an epic card in a pack, and I think it's around an 8% chance to get a legendary. So they're higher compared to other games in that aspect. If you open 10 packs, you're almost certain to get, or 10 to 15 packs, you're certain to get a legendary card. Sometimes I've gotten legendary, epic, or 2 epics in one pack. So it's quite feasible to do that. We're also going to be including community cards as well in the pack. So there's going to be a 6 card that is a random drop that comes in some packs that will give you an unlockable community card. And the community cards, this is a new feature that isn't in the game yet, but it's coming. And this next update, we're getting closer to it. Probably the following update, it will begin to work. But the community cards are going to be customizable. So you can customize your deck so that when cards are moved to your side of the board, when they're selected, they will change automatically to characters that you want to how the roles you want the characters to take when they join your faction. So it's really cool how that's going to work, and they're going to be unlockable and rewarded, and there'll be seasonal rewards and things like that. But we can also answer any questions that you want at any time. We're always available in Discord, and it is a lot of fun. The link to the webpage, www.masterwheels.com, and we have all types of stuff, but we'll throw it in the webpage as well. We'll give you some more documentation, I promise you that. And let's run Sea Frisbee 101 more, so let's do a fast one. We're going to do real quick. I'm not going to change decks or anything. So as we said before, these are all new community cards. Every single one of these cards is different, has different movements. Don't mind the pictures and don't mind the handwritten notes, because we'll have a new deck, and the next time we run this, oh look, there's one of my little things on the back of one of these. We're gonna also start to experiment with the event cards coming up here in the next couple episodes, if you will. So let's go. We're gonna run it back real fast. I got a 9, he got a 10.
So
wow.
that's a good afterlife.
Nice afterlife beginning. All right. And just for those, so we can keep it on the screen, it's in the afterlife. Just a real quick reminder. The movements are kind of colored like this if we can't see them. So blue, gray, and brown in this case. You'll see a D and an F on some cards. Some cards will actually still have the faction and a value. And the values might not be there too if the card that we could use matched the value of the new deck. So we're going to start now. He gets to pick first, so go for it. Take that 9 purple.
It's not bad.
The games take a tad bit longer right now when we're trying to sort through all the movements and factions, etc.
So I'm gonna let you go first.
All right, I'll go first. I like that. I think I think this 8 looks pretty nice. It moves gray +2. I'll do that. There is no faction on it, but there's 2 draws. I'll go ahead and draw those 2 out. You'll see there's a 16 now in the game. And 1 end of turn. And there you go.
All right. So, I guess, yeah, I'll take this 1. And then 9. No oranges, no blues.
And 1 draw.
Okay, so faction.
It's really wild playing this this version of the game when you're seeing these cards the way they're
Okay, so
I'm viewing them.
I'm gonna go ahead and play Prisma. Take
Okay.
the 16 and the 10.
Okay.
And goes
What a waste.
out. 16 is the highest one. What do you mean?
It's still a waste. All right.
All right.
I will take the 9 and move the -1. Oh shoot, there's a green here. Never mind. I'll just take the green then. to here. No, there's no greens, no oranges, no blues.
One blue.
One blue, so move that back in. And I will play a card. And the card I will play will be, I will take this, move one random opponent recruit to your recruits. This is the only one there.
Should have left the one there.
And one random loyalist I can't do. Opponent draws one random community card and places in their loyalist. And you get a 6. So
Okay.
that's all I had, unfortunately. And that was Intellecta 4. She's a 4th version.
Yeah.
Alright, you're still up.
Okay. There's no blacks. So
It's an
this
interesting -1.
one- Yeah.
It's a +4/+1. It's hard to read that. Gotta fix that
Yeah.
right now.
All
See,
right.
on the
so-
fly fixes.
Part of testing.
Yeah, I might as well make it match. Eventually, we're gonna come around and start moving the, we're gonna do the, once everything dried, we can come back with a Sharpie,
Alright.
make it easier to read.
I'll take it again.
In fact, our last game we played, literally before this game, we decided because of the viewing area, we had to Sharpie the values because they were hard to read.
All right. So we got 2 draws.
Ooh.
-7's back out.
So now, the -7 is the low card in the game, which in the previous version, -5 military commander, but now we have a -7 card. But it can be ultra powerful, because it has a faction too.
All right.
Give me a big green. No? It
I'll
would've
give you a
been-
gray that does nothing.
I'll take the -7,
Okay.
because I can do, wait, hold on, is there negative brown anywhere? Nope. Alright, I'll just take it. So this gives me a +2, it'll bank this 7. And it'll take your 5, which is 10 points there. So there is value to that play, some, and a faction card. So let's see what we got here. We don't have anything pretty yet that I'd like to play. I guess we'll just do that. Alright, end of turn.
All right. Well, nothing that I want,
Okay,
but
go fast.
yeah.
Move it.
Go ahead and take this.
Okay. He's
No
going,
greens.
no greens, -1 red.
Give you a 5.
Okay, that's,
And move that 5.
okay. Nice. No draw.
No draws. All right.
No draw.
Interesting. So I can do that at 6. I'll do it now and just
Okay.
make sure you don't remove anything. So I'll do Silent Wave, which is going to kill the 2 5s and the 6,
Okay,
which I'll actually just get from Life Dealer.
yeah,
So, yep. Okay.
nice.
These 2 done. Turn.
I'll take that. I'll give you this.
Okay.
Alright, so you did all that, but you didn't share your card. That's okay.
Yeah, put them up there.
Alright, this is the action he just completed with both Silent Wave and Life Dealer combo. Alright, no draws. Gave you the negative card. No, nothing here. And let's go ahead and play this Life Emulation card. Life Emulation is,
Life Dealer.
is essentially going to draw 8 cards. This time I hope I get a better option, because I really want to see these cards, how they match.
Yeah.
So we're going to draw 8 cards to the center. 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, so in this case, it's actually, and I take them to my recruits, right? Alright, so I will take this
11.
11. I'm debating though, well, there's 2 of these out here, and you could flip the 10 really easily. There's nothing really good if I leave the 10. Oh well, I'll make you flip it if you want, because I can flip it right back.
All right. So then I get this 2.
And you get the 2. Alright. And that's a draw, and a draw, and a draw. 3 draws. More.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's not draw. No, you just place them, not move.
Yeah, because they're not actually in
Yeah,
there.
so it's end of
just
turn
end of
only.
turn.
Yep.
Alright. So,
Still round 4.
yeah, it's
Okay.
about to be round 5. Like to. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'll just take this. So I want to move up to 11.
Got it.
Well, I can't move both of them out, so I'll just move the 9 out. And then green, I'll take the 4 for a draw.
Okay.
And it.
Wow. I wish this was worth something. It really isn't yet. But I want to play more factions. What do we got? -1's bad for me. This is brown. Only 2 points though. I guess this isn't bad. I'll take that.
Okay.
And I'll bank the 2 and move you the 4.
Alright. Wait. No,
That's 2 draw, right?
yeah, 1 draw for that, 1 draw for that. Yep.
Okay. Oh, interesting. This one's hard to play right now. I just realized why. Probably shouldn't have this in my deck. The Civil Bot Unrest, considering that we've covered the cards and it doesn't really make sense how many there are now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. So let's take that out so it's not cheating, because there might, remember we have the Street Enforcer in different values.
Yeah.
So we haven't done the
Oh,
math on
yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
we have done the math, but I don't actually know if we've covered some of the cards up.
Yeah.
So we'll do a different card, and it's just as bad. Okay, so I'll play Beta Synchron.
Alright.
End of turn.
So.
Alright, so now we got a bunch of strange cards on the board. That's basically how this entire game has gone. It's just strange cards. I am doing horrid right now.
I think I'll take this. E8, bank my 11, and bank the 7 and the 6.
Yeah, he's got pretty much all the points on his side of the board right now.
We have 1 draw? 1 draw.
So I've got to get something going.
Oh, where was that? Blue.
Is there a faction with that? Which one did you take?
I took the -1.
Got it.
It's a little late for Inventor.
But not that late. It's 5, isn't it?
It's not. Yeah, not that late. Where are all the
But it's a little late, so.
but there's a lot more cards with multiple draws now.
Yeah. That's something else that's interesting. We have a lot more. There's several more +2 draws. Is there a +3 draw?
Well, there's the, I think it was a 5, is now an 8.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go again with Kill and Restore.
Okay.
Kill the 11, and then ran to that.
Okay. There you go. And I will do the same.
Okay. So
And if face up on the board, you may choose to reveal which action card to copy. So I could have waited,
but that's a pretty good one to do
but
because you
given I can get my card
Yeah.
right back, it's a very nice,
Yeah.
play. Ooh, I improved. I actually got a 2-point bonus for that move. All right, end of turn. No faction on that one. This one's nice.
Yeah.
For sure. There's no oranges. +2, I'll just take the 8.
Yeah.
+1,
one
I'll
per-
take the 6. No negatives. 1 draw. And a faction. That's a really nice card.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, that's an interesting one that sucks right now. I have a lot of sucky cards, but now that's really sucky too. All right, I'll go ahead and sensory overload this and just place 2 opponent cards in their allies, and those are the 2 I'm going to take. And then move 2 neutral area cards to recruits. There's not much, but I'll take the 6. And let's see. There's only 1 faction card, right? That's the only guy?
Yeah.
So I'm going to take him out.
All right.
Play a faction prevention round.
Ooh.
Though technically, I would take that, but there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of pointless. And end of turn.
Ooh.
I almost prevented a faction.
Doesn't hurt. But
No, does not hurt. Sensory Overload is what I played.
I think I'll still do this.
Okay.
This. Ooh. Well.
Yeah.
Well, either way, we're taking this. And then for gray, 11 or 6. You can just move it for faction.
Yeah, I mean, right now,
Well, it doesn't hurt you to take it again,
it does not.
so we'll just move the 6 out.
All right. That
And-
6, by the way, is the Honorable Senator 6.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Oh, there you go.
Wow, that's nice. What do we want? There's only that one faction?
Yep.
It's a bad one, too. And I don't have anything. It's not the worst one. It's pretty bad, though. Yeah, this is not good. This is really, 2 games in a row, this card has been completely useless. I think we have a bad deck. Something's wrong with it. I'm just going to take this.
I think your faction deck is the bad deck.
Yeah, maybe. +2, I'll take your 8. +1, I'll get my 6. +1, I'll get the 9.
Okay.
I need to fill up some stuff going on. I need more cards, and there's 2 draws on that. 1 and 2. And end of turn.
Okay.
So we got a round and a half left.
Yeah, that's funny. Let's see if I get anything. So I'll take
Okay.
3. I'll move the 2 out.
Okay.
Take the 8 and the 8. No draws.
Okay.
So I will. Yeah, I'll do banishment if you want to put that on the cam.
Banishment's coming right up.
All right, so we draw 2,
Banishment coming right up.
Oh.
and we swap them with 2, 1 from each side of the board. So I'll take the 8.
Okay.
Do I want to put this one? No, I'll put this 3 back, and 7. I guess for 11.
Okay.
All right. End of turn. There it is. +3.
Well, the +3 finally came out. Okay, so where are we looking at here?
The 4 and the 8. That's what.
This one's clearly the best one. There's a brown.
Yeah,
I
that's-
don't know if it's clearly the best
Well, I
one.
mean, it is because then all you do is paint the 3.
Right. It's not bad. It's better than that one. Because I need, unless I draw something else.
This back.
Yep.
Then
2
Alright.
draws. 1, 2. Ooh, there is a really awful -4 card. Oh, this one's not good either. Okay, so my dilemma is this. I'm not going to play again either one of those. So I'm going to decide between these 2 again. And this card not until now had any value. Now it's got a
Yeah.
lot of value. But this card could still pull me the 10 and the 11. So that's 21. But this card pulls me 32
I think
points.
actually the better move with Peaceful Machina would be to take the 11 and move the -4 out. 'Cause
Why?
that way I can't use it.
Yeah, even if you used it, you just take an 8 back and a 9.
Yeah, well then.
And the
Yeah, I
11.
can move the 11 back out if you take it.
That's true. But that's 36 points.
Yeah.
Maybe. If there was a third one on the board, I would use Next Gen.
Yeah.
So Little Robot comes to save me again, apparently. I'll take the 11, give him this. I don't know if that's the best move, but
We'll do something else then. Put that
nah,
back.
I mean, it's the amount of swapping of value with the game's immediately over if you take that, because I can't counter it.
Yeah.
So end of turn, and we got a
Okay.
double. We have just draw all of these out.
Yeah, too bad I can't move that with the.
Yeah, Next Gen I might be a little weaker with 3 of these in the game.
Oh yeah. But then now,
There's some nice
know.
ones. There's an 11 too.
Yeah, they still have their 11, 10, 2 8s. Okay, let's see. Do I want to play anything? Yeah, okay. Wouldn't hurt. So,
Which,
well, actually,
which faction are you
yeah,
gonna
that's
take?
exactly what I was just looking at in mind.
Good luck.
So,
Oh, that 8's not bad. You can give me the -2.
and move your A down.
But this one can give me the -4
Yeah.
and the -2, which is a -8,
Yeah.
essentially. And draw 3 cards for your inventor you didn't
But
play.
yeah, exactly. So,
So what is it going to be?
I guess we'll just take this. And that's this.
Load it up.
And that, yep.
Okay.
So that is 4 draws.
Which comes into
1,
play? Not at
2,
all.
3, 4.
Oh, look at all these.
End of game.
All right, so let's clear up the one that I need to. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28 points.
All right.
So there's a 8 and a 10 and a 3. I hate adding all these weird ones up. That's 21 and 27. Do I have some sort of variance here? Hold on. There's 27. Do I have a 1? I do. There's 29 and there's the 1 in the middle. All right, now I can count. There's almost no chance that I won this, but I got.
I think it's still.
It might be
It'll be
close, but I think you probably got it because that -7 is sitting here.
Yeah, I mean, I still
Basically, here's my 2 allies. I had a 0-point allies. That's basically what I had.
Well, for the first 2.5 rounds, I was able to keep you at 0 or negative.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Nick, what's up, man? Yeah, we. This is one to see. I mean, if you really love the game, this is one that you're really gonna get to explore an interesting deck because we're exploring this this is our second game ever playing with the expansion movements. So, all right, 21. Or what are you at? Well, then we'll count me up.
That's 20. I was going to see if I had a 9, which I don't, so we'll do.
Yeah, the counting is unanticipated. It's a little because I'm so used to the other
50.
ones and how they all kind of
60.
work together.
70.
This is not looking
80.
good. He's still got too many. 90,
Yeah, well, 100.
100,
That's
Oof.
24, 127.
127. All right, so let's see how balanced this deck is. We got 21, 30, 40, 50. All right, there's 50. We got 24, 30. It's 48,
Yeah.
50.
That's
So 29. Just kidding. 15, 115. And what'd you have?
I had 127.
120.
So 3 close games.
We played 3 times. Well, the second one was maybe
yeah.
a little bit,
Yeah.
but it was a 1 move game.
Yeah.
And then the first game we played, we didn't tell anyone. We recorded it, and we'll post that later. But this game was 10 points, and we're playing with all different movements, very balanced, very different kind of thought process in this. I mean, so what's your take? I mean, so far playing it, what was it different or interesting to you?
I mean, obviously it's a little interesting because it's different.
Different
But-
is interesting, yeah. But did you find it to be? What was it? There's more negatives.
Yeah.
Right. So
There's also more higher values too.
yeah. So we're dealing with 10s and 14s. There's a lot more there's a lot more at stake in swaps in this.
Yeah.
The average card value. I don't even know if I have the calculation offhand. I have it somewhere. I don't know, but the average card value might not actually be that much higher because of the number of negative cards
Yeah.
that bring that calculation lower. But you have a 16 on the upside, a -7 on the low side. But you also have a -6, a -5, a -4, 3, 2, 1, and there's a bunch of twos. 3 -2. So you got a bigger range of negatives. So other faction decks will have different abilities. For example, I think liquidation
Oh yeah.
would increase in power a lot in the actions for Shadow Cell. And then cards like Wicked
Wicked
Soul for Dawnlight that can move one. Nocturne for Razorcorp would get a little bump there. So a lot of the factions will play different with this, and that's why we're using our more defined factions. But the thing that's going to be most interesting, and hopefully we'll bring it to you later this week, is we're going to have, we're testing around 16 cards, 16 event cards. And an event card is going to be part of the community deck. And the event cards will be, I'll give you an example. If you draw an event card in the middle of drawing cards, the event card could be something like police, riots in the street, law enforcers, have massive, get killed massively, and all law enforcers on the board are immediately killed, something like that. Or earthquake happens, draw a random card, and that community got decimated by the earthquake, all those cards die, or all the cards have to switch sides, whatever they're, we could do all types of things. Yeah. This is an optional play. We say that because the base deck is still going to be tested independently, but the event cards can be put into the game to mix it up and have some really fun, things that might happen to the game in the middle of play. And so we're toying around with a number of these cards and how they're going to work and what they're going to look like. But right now we're just focusing purely on the new movements, and eventually this whole expansion community deck will be available. So ideas for these event cards, that's something, that's the homework assignment for anyone that's interested, is give us some ideas of cool events that could happen in the world of Novus and Master of Wills. So anyway, thanks for joining us. We've had a busy day today in the studio, so hopefully we can finally stop talking for a little while. So anyway, thanks again, guys. Those who tuned in, awesome. Rewatch it and pass it along. Our expectations on this particular stream are that our diehard guys are going to come in here and want to see it. But from the standpoint of growing the game, we're doing everything we can. So thanks again.